life. Serve humanity. Serve humanity. In all happy affairs, put humanity first after God. Practice a little bit of selflessness once in a while. Now, secondly, here I have love for all, hatred for none. Show love to all and do not hold grudges. Make effort to like or at least coexist with people who do not share the same ideas with you. What we have today about religious differences, ethnic fighting and so on, are not God-made, they are man-made. And they didn't just start all of a sudden. People over time have built the conception that I am different from you. And that is a serious starting point to foment trouble. The scripture says, God said, let us create man in our image, one image, God's image. You are black, you are green, you are white, you are red. You are just like one image. So do not see diversity as something except strength. Okay, I am black, he is white. There are some things I might not be able to do that he will be able to do. So do not even allow the smallest bit of hatred. Love all, hate nobody. The second I have here is volunteer. Volunteer. If you want to make the world a better place, volunteer, please. And do it for the purpose. That's ironic. Because volunteering likely means doing things free of charge. But in my own case, you volunteer for a purpose. Do it not for nothing, but do it for something. Make sure you have a goal for volunteering. It might not be money. Actually, there's usually no good money coming from volunteering. But there are other benefits you might get. So do it for a purpose. Inspire people. Inspire people. Because when you inspire people, you give them hope. When you inspire people by volunteering, you give them hope. It is like holding the wheel and it makes you move faster. Number 4, I have mentor. Mentor somebody. Mentor somebody. I'm trying to rush through. Number 5, I have stop complaining. Most people in this part of the world prefer to complain. There's no power supply, the road is bad, and so on. But somebody who is sitting down in this place has once said that the only way to tell somebody that a rule, okay, if your boss gives you a new law or a new challenge, the only way to tell him it will not work is to try doing it. When you try to do it, all of you will see that this thing will not work. Stop complaining. If you complain, you will build a kind of heart that might not see anything good in anything else. So don't complain all the time. Try to spend more of the time trying things out. Don't complain. The road is bad, well, you can't do anything about it, avoid it. That's something. And if you can do it, you do it. There's a guy on TV in Kogi State who used to repair roads by himself. Somebody thought he was crazy, so he said he was going to run him over. But the realized he wasn't mad, just like to do it. Stop complaining, do something. Number 6, I have acquire skill. Acquire skill. To achieve desire, time and study is required. If you want to achieve your goal, you have to invest. Particularly, you have to invest time and study, learning something. Learning something. I have, according to U.S. historian, Carter G. Wilson, so education means to inspire people to live more abundantly, to learn to begin with life as they find it and make it better. That's part of education. Start life anywhere you get it. You were not born in 1901. Don't think about 1901 now. You were born in the 20th century. This is where you start with life. Now make sure you do not live this life the same way you left it. Let me give you a very simple practical example. If your public toilet is smelling, and when you enter the toilet, you use it and you clean it up, you have left the toilet in a better form than you left it. The next person that comes in has a new job. If he's a bad person, he has a new job to spoil it. But if he's not a bad person, what is his job? Keep it clean. See that even the guy who might want to spoil it, maybe he got there yesterday, he saw it there, it was so dirty, he didn't even use it. Today he saw it clean. He might be cautioned mentally to spoil it. So people went to Ghana some years ago, they were just like me. When they finished drinking sachet product, they just drop it. And they said that Ghanaians will now call and say, Mister, please can you pick it up? You think that is embarrassing. When they say, please pick up your debt. After a couple of days, they stopped telling them. They began helping them to pick it up. And that was much more embarrassing. Someone tells you, please pick up your debt. You might even take a fight. But if you are a right-thinking person, if he doesn't tell you and you pick it up himself and drop it there, tomorrow you do it again, pick it up and drop it there. Something should tell you that what you are doing is out of place. So, acquire skill. Acquire skill. Don't leave the world the way you met it. Try to learn something new so that when you are leaving your environment, what you will be leaving will not be the same thing as what you met. Number 7, I said avoid waste. Unfortunately, in Africa, time is one of the things we don't have. Time is something we do not have in abundance. Let me give you this practical example. If you live in a place like I live here, the cottage, show courtesy. Most of the problem we have spring from the fact that sometimes it is difficult for us to say, I am sorry when you do something wrong, and to say thank you when somebody does something you like. It makes the world go round. If you say thank you each time you get something, and you say I'm sorry when you need to be sorry, and you mean it from your heart, you will change the world. You will change the world. In Ghana, they have an habit. It's a culture in Ghana. They say, please, good morning. And you ask yourself, why please, good morning? It's simple courtesy. So learn to say to do all these things. Be courteous. When you see something needing to be done, do it politely. You are in the classroom. This morning I was in the class. The fan was blowing and somebody was feeling cold. And I just stood up to go and switch off the fan. And there were about 50 or so of us in that class. That's not courteous. At worst, or at the minimum, you should say, excuse me, before you do that. And if you do that, nobody will kill you if they don't want it. At least they will know you are taking an excuse. But if you just go and switch off, you will make at least one enemy. At least me, I will be your enemy. Because I am in the class and there was no courtesy. It will be said. So be courteous. Don't just do things as serious they don't count. Now, in all of these things, I like to have this one. It's my number 11 there. Stay healthy. There is no point in making a better future and you not being alive to enjoy it. Stay healthy. Avoid, there's a Chinese writer that says, the saw, we all know the saw. The saw is sawing wood, the saw cutting wood. But while the saw is cutting the wood is also sawing the saw. This is physics, friction. When you are using the saw to cut, the saw is also being cut. But at the end of the day, the wood that you cut with the saw becomes furniture. Look at that. But the saw becomes broken and broken. So don't be like the saw. Don't be like the saw. Don't try to make a better world and then remain outside the world. So stay healthy. Stay healthy. Maintain a good, healthy habit. Do not avoid those attitudes or lifestyles or food that might endanger your health or the health of others. Remember, life is not about liking what and doing what we like all the time. It's more about liking the things that you do. Avoid lifestyles that will endanger your life and those of others. Now, number 12 here, I say save. Imbibe the safe habit of saving for tomorrow. Do not, like I used to say, eat with your 10 fingers. Save for a better tomorrow. Because if tomorrow comes and you have nothing you have kept in stock for it, you will not enjoy it. It's automatic. Now, you will realize that it will be a very serious attempt to try to tell everything that you might need to do for better tomorrow in just this one discussion. However, I shall like to share with you one of the few pieces of advice that have really had great influence on my life. Someone once said, every morning should be a witness that he spent the night with righteousness. I mean, virtue,